Hello thrift friends, and welcome to another episode of Good Game Grabs, where we like to go to the thrift stores and find nostalgic items, but also items for resale. And we are here today at the Goodwill, no, not the Goodwill bins, the St. Vincent de Paul bins, but you probably like watching the Goodwill bins footage if you are here on this channel. We gotta switch it up and see what's going on with St. Vincent de Paul. It's been a long time since we've been here, so let's dive in. Man, they've got like Goodwill style bins here now, which is super interesting. Okay. Hopefully this is good. It had a $15 price tag on it at one point in time. I mean, these toners definitely can go for good money. We're definitely going to check this out. Alright, this thing is kind of sweet. Little service center. I think I remember this from back in the day. That thing's cool. Might not have all the pieces, but it's definitely cool. So we actually just recently sold this in the booth, this model, but it obviously had a very botched job done to it. I think I'm going to take just the mag though. I think the mag is just worth it. Might clean it up a little bit and list it just by itself. Should get us a few bucks. I feel like these things are always missing their lids. This would be an instant pickup if it did have its lid, no doubt about it. But we are actually in here in the glass section, where this is usually where they keep their media, and I'm not seeing any so far. It is literally just a bunch of glassware so far. They usually have it like hidden in here though. Maybe they changed it. I haven't been here in a while either, so we're just gonna have to explore around. We've only dug through maybe 2 or 3 bins so far, so. Man, these big bins are always a pain in the butt, because for short arm people like myself, can't really reach into them. But I feel like there could be maybe a couple good VHS in here, maybe? I don't know. I feel good about this one. I've looked through a lot of these so far. They haven't been great. Of course, Turtles, always classic. We see it a lot though, unfortunately, but I'm gonna maybe try to dig around this as much as I can. Maybe I'll grab some sort of utensil and dig around in here. Well, very unfortunately, it looks like it's only just frames and random VHS that aren't worth our time. Dang. Okay, moving on. I also thought about this golf bag, and it's not really a name that I recognize. It had what was it, Pro Select? Yeah, Pro Select. I was thinking about just taking it into like a Play It Again Sports, but the zipper's broken, does need cleaning. So decided to pass on that. Pretty sure this thing's real deal vintage. Looks like it's got some age to it. Definitely has the look. Hawaii vintage hat. I mean, maybe we get 10-15 bucks off of this thing after a little cleaning. I like it. I like it. It has the tag ripped off, but that doesn't deter me from trying to sell this for sure. This is going to be a pure homework item. I never deal with any RC car stuff like ever. So I don't know. It's got, I mean, it's in good condition. It does have a website, so I can reference that. And right down there, I can reference that and see what model it is. Obviously, I don't have the controller for it, but it could still be worth a couple bucks even just by itself. But we're just going to take a look and see. So the brand on this is called Maisto. I guess I'm pronouncing that correctly, M-A-I-S-T-O. But yeah, if you find them complete in the box, like brand new in box, they go for around 25 before shipping, 20 to 25 before shipping. So it is a brand to be on the lookout for, but I don't think there's any like real resale value in these. Plenty sold though, so I mean they do have a good sell-through rate if you get them. So I think as far as what we're leaving with today, we got the Hawaii hat, the vintage Hot Wheels little setup, Whitney Houston on cassette. I don't know, I just random pickup. I was like, you know what, you don't see much Whitney Houston stuff, so we're gonna grab it. The toner, I'll throw the comp up here, was around 20 bucks, and then the mag down there, I'll throw the comp up as well for that. That'll be easy to clean up, so I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, and a little personal item for the kitchen, and yeah, I think this is it. This is it. So the one thing I absolutely love about the St. Vincent de Paul bins is the fact that how cheap it is. We had some pretty kind of heavy items today, just some big bulky items, and of course this is with our discount, but if we would have not had a discount, we would have been at $5.52. We ended up paying 67 cents with our points. And so I mean, even though there's no explosively expensive items that we got today, I think it's just good bread and butter items. And I mean, at $5, that would have been like probably close to double, not quite double, but close to double at the Goodwill bins. So that's extra nice. And they also have days, I believe they had signs that were posted that said they do Saturdays where it's discounted glassware and clothing maybe, or something of that nature. But if you're ever in St. Louis and you're on the north side of town, come check out the St. Vincent de Paul bins for sure. It's actually not far from the secondary location of the Goodwill bins as well, so you can hit a bunch of different stuff. But now that we're done here, we are still after some more value today. We really are. We are going to go to the east and hit up some thrift stores we haven't been to in a long time on the channel. We found some Jordans at one of them. We found a couple other little miscellaneous items at a couple that are surrounding that one, but they're just like, you know, older religious-based thrift stores that like accept cash only, and you can find some real gems at them. So yeah, since we're close by, we're gonna head on down there. So this little spot is exactly where I found those Jordans the first time I came here, and we found these Nikes, and they're in really decent shape. We're gonna go ahead and look up the number that's inside the tag there, see if these have some decent comps. So unfortunately, it looks like there's only 2 comps, and they were both best offer accepted, so there's no telling, but they were at 45 and 48 respectively, and the R's are in pretty similar shape. Actually, that's what bums me out right there. That's what scares me. I'll probably pass on these just because of that. But otherwise, these probably would have been not a bad pickup for $6. Wanted to find some value in there so bad, but just nothing felt right, you know. Sometimes when you go thrifting at some of your favorite places, you know, you just always want there to be at least one really good item, one decent item. That wasn't even the case today. I don't know if we're going to continue going on with some smaller thrift stores or going to the bins. I'm kind of voting just going to the bins, because as I'm filming this episode is really not long enough to post. So I don't know, I kind of feel like whenever we're down, we just go to the bins, and we usually do pretty okay there. 3 minutes still, and they already let people in. But I think they just let people in. They usually don't let them in that early. So here we go. Goodwill bins, the ones we love. Let's get it. All right, off the rip, GT3 in there. All right, cool. We like 12. No. What? Sealed Tiger Woods? Kind of funny. Let's see, that's a reseal, but. All right, for the booth. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I've been doing really well with sealed DVD stuff, and this should be at least okay, I would hope. All right, just the case alone is worth it. Let's see. Nope, never is. It never is. I'll take it anyway. We hop back over to this one bin. We already found a couple games in it. See if we can't find a little bit more. What's this? Cake Mania. I bet this one's in here. No. Wow. Wow. We've been finding so many Power Rangers things lately, but this is interesting because it's the Karate Club, which might be a little bit more uncommon, so I'll have to look that up. I've sold the body of this Gravedigger, which was once Gravedigger, actually. Yeah, the bodies go well. I haven't sold the base before, but I do have one listed for a couple bucks. But either way, be on the lookout for Gravedigger stuff. Usually does well. I know that car stereo equipment is pretty much at an all-time low. I mean, I guess this is worth maybe checking out. I don't really have a way to power this on and test it, but I don't know. We'll just see what the comps are and see if we want to fiddle with it. But I mean, it seems like it's in pretty decent shape, so the more and more I'm thinking about it, the more I realize that at 4 o'clock, the general merchandise is not nearly as good. But that's maybe because I've been hitting the media first and not going straight for the GM. I don't know. But the media's been great at 4 o'clock. But I got this little score for myself. We have put in this little tag maker, little label maker. I highly doubt that's worth very much. And that's really about it. So we're going to take one more pass down this row and see if we get anything, but if not, we'll go do some homework. I know this definitely isn't going to be big money, and it might be a little hard to find exact comps, but this like vintage Canon camera strap, oh, it's kind of cool. I just like the steez of it. It's definitely nice. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would pick this up yourselves. I mean, I was thinking maybe a $10 bill on it for free shipping, so maybe, you know, $5-6 off of it. I've talked about how people get shoes and clothes here like demons. I'm very surprised these Nike Max Airs are still here and they're in really good condition. They just need cleaning, and we are not averse to cleaning shoes. So, heck yeah, probably like a $25-30 bill on these. Alright, this might be the first time I buy rollerblades. So, K2 is a good brand for rollerblades, but mostly for aggressive inline skating. They were really popular back in the 90s. These might be something worthwhile checking out. I mean, the quality seems like they're there. They're not that dirty, so I think we should definitely, at very minimum, do some homework on these. I have very limited experience with Militaria, but the couple things that I have gotten and sold have done rather well. This looks to be a field pack, combat field pack, and I mean, we're definitely gonna have to do some research, but we're gonna do it together. So on the field combat pack, we pretty much have the exact same one, just made by a different company. This one's made by Odessa Garment. This one was made by Camel Caribe. I don't know how you pronounce that, but this one sold for $65 with 12 in shipping. This one doesn't nearly have the condition that the one on the listing has. The one on the listing is actually pretty nice. So let's just, you know, maybe say cut that in half and we'll throw it up for 30 or 35. And I think it should sell. So on the K2 Moto 90s is what they are. There was not really a lot of comps. There was one comp that made me like confident about them, which was 77 with 18 with one bid on there. The exact comps right here are nothing really to write home about. I mean, this one did have 55 in shipping, so that's a little wonky, but I think by the time you pay for them, which they're probably a good 3 to 4 pounds each, easily, and then you spend the time cleaning them and tightening everything up to make sure they're good for the buyer, I just don't see the profit margin in these. I mean, will somebody else maybe make a couple bucks on these? Probably, but I don't think we're the people. Bad news, guys. Alright, so first off, I was thrown off by the fact that these didn't have a Nike symbol, the Nike name, anywhere inside of the tag. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but I mean, you look at that tag and tell me if you think fake, because I'm thinking fake. I can't find exact comps even when I put in the model number. I think that these were left because somebody else knew that they were fake as well. So let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, please, guys. Give me a little education on shoes, because I am not the best guy to talk about shoes with, but I'm learning a lot. So whatever information I get, I pass along to you guys for sure. Like I said, guys, more bad news, but the Kenwood amplifier here, I mean, stereo equipment just does not resell that well. One sold comp for 30 bucks with 25 in shipping. I don't want to clean it. I don't want to test it. It's just not for that much money. So it's going back with the Nike shoes. Note to self, basically all label makers that are pre-owned are very hard to sell or get resale value out of. If they're brand new in box, they're great sellers. If not, throw them back. Okay, something that might save our whole freaking day, guys. All right, so the Hobbit Battle of 5 Armies. This is the extended edition, so it's a 5-disc plus a digital, and that's just one sold comp right there, $44.99 free shipping. There were a couple more that had like around 30 to 35 with shipping. So yeah, I'm thinking like 40 bucks free ship. This should sell pretty dang easily. Yes, this definitely saved the day, I think. Also, really quick, I thought Soul Silver went for a lot less for some reason, but even just the box and manual alone, like let's see, look at some of the box comps. There's one for 36, one for 50, one for 35, one for 30. So yeah, I mean, we should, with the manual in it, you know, we should still get $35 out of it. Wait, not for resale too, huh? I don't know if that differs at all, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to have, you know. I mean, that'll definitely make us some money too. I think there's no doubt that we definitely got more quality items here at the Goodwill bins versus the St. Vincent de Paul bins. We only spent $7.78. Remember, we would have spent $5 if we did not have our points coupon at St. Vincent. And we just got infinitely better items. I also think that going to St. Vincent de Paul right when they open is super key. They don't do rotations at certain times like the Goodwill bins do, at least here in St. Louis. And they occasionally bring new bins out at the St. Vincent de Paul bins, which, I mean, you just never know when they're gonna come out. With that being said, I mean, if you want like a good chance at good stuff, come bright and early. If you have enjoyed the bins footage, whether that be St. Vincent or Goodwill, be sure to hit that sub button. Help us get to 1,000 subs. We'd really appreciate it. We're gaining so much steam. It just makes us so happy to see the feedback, the subs, all that good stuff. Help us grow some more. We love you guys. See you later on the next one.